Hi guys. So some interesting things have happened over the past several days. As you guys know, I've been talking about butterflies being a recurrent theme just with everything that's going on astrologically and the messages that have been coming through and how this is a severe time of transformation and all of that. What happens when you start to come out of your cocoon and you metaphorically start to put your antennas up, you start to attract people who elevate at your vibration, and you attract like your soul family to you. Okay. And that just goes like hand in hand with everything I've been talking about in regard to butterflies over the last several readings. So I want to say hi to some new friends, subscribers, contacts, all of that. Talking with you guys, reading your stories, hearing your experiences, and just getting all your positive energy is really, really uplifting, and I think it's super helpful and needed in the world right now. So I appreciate all of you guys for that, and I hope that my messages help you in some way. I particularly want to say hi to my new buds in Texas, Canada, UK, and Justin from South Africa. He was actually my muse for this reading because of some of the chatting that we did and some downloads I had from what he was sharing with me and what we were talking about. So yeah, try it out, guys, and you will attract the people that will help elevate your vibration and connect with you on a similar energy frequency, okay? But yeah, it got me thinking a lot about the butterfly effect, and so I did some researching today. And you guys, this is so crazy. When I was reading the actual definition of the butterfly effect, it has to do with chaos theory and non-linear dynamics, okay? It's when, theoretically, the flap of a butterfly's wings would cause a tornado. It would have such an impact, a gradual impact over time, that it would cause a tornado several weeks later. Okay. So the actual definition is a small change in one state of a deterministic nonlinear system that can result in large differences in a later state. So you guys, this is exactly what it is when you start to open your heart space. This is exactly what will happen. And how I always talk about the Four of Wands: happy home, happy family, happy community, spreading through the world. This is perfect for what I was talking about with that. And I've been talking about that for months. But it's showing, okay? It's showing. So it starts internally, and then it branches out into the world, the butterfly effect. So even though it may seem like a small, insignificant change within yourself, know that it's not, and to keep pursuing and to keep putting yourself out there, because it will have positive impact in the world, which is so heavily needed right now, as we are all aware. So I'm going to start with Map Tarot. This was my first Oracle deck, so I'm pretty partial to it, but let's see what Map Oracle has to say. As soon as I cut the deck, you guys, coming apart, right? Showing yourself to your authentic self to the world. See the mask falling off and the light shining through, opening your heart space. This is exactly where it starts. And what is it? What does it cause? A spark. The smallest spark can burn cities down, right? That's how it starts. And I don't mean that in a negative context with all the fires going on. I mean internally, okay? This is what happens when you open your heart space and show the world the authentic you. The mask comes off. That's the spark that will help spread love through the world. Okay? That's really funny that I just cut the deck and that happened. I'm not surprised. That's usually how my readings go. Okay, let's see what else Map has to say. Movement. movement. Do you see how this ostrich on the back of its back is like an island, and this little person is taking off on a hot air balloon to go explore, to see what's out there? It's like coming out of the cocoon almost, right? Putting your antenna up for forward movement. This is how you will attract things in your life that are meant for you, by putting yourself out there, and that's where you'll see movement. This is amazing. And also it's almost like geographical, right? Like a bunch of different areas, going to travel other areas, going to explore, going to see what's out there, coming out of your cocoon. Compass. Can this be any more clear, you guys? Can this be any more clear? It's time to follow your internal compass, right? 5, change. Your best bet is your internal intuition. Filter everything else you hear, even from me, okay? Your internal compass is the only real guide that you have for you. The trick is, it's not a tangible object. Aside from the fear and aside from the ego-based thoughts, your true internal compass will always point you in the right way. It will always point you in the right way, as long as it's not coming from a place of fear or ego. Rock bottom. Rock bottom. This is at the heart of the reading. The collective is struggling right now. I can tell. The good thing about this is there's one way up, right? Look at all this. Look at all of this. Going up. That's a similar theme here. Going up, going up, going up. Movement. Hot air balloon. Going up. Compass. Pointing up. Rock bottom. Only one way up. Right? Going up. Ascension. Collective ascension. I can feel it. I had to take a couple days off because it was so significant, and the messages that I was getting were intense. They were immense. So I had to take a brain breather for a couple days, because this is happening collectively. Collective ascension, right? What's also interesting about this, you guys, is when you're at rock bottom, look at this image. Sometimes you don't know which way is up and which way is down, right? Which path do I take? Right? That's where this will come in. That's where this will come in handy. Utilize your resources around you to determine the best next steps to take. And sometimes it does require taking some steps that maybe weren't such a great idea, to realize it's time to take steps the other way. Okay? So yeah, which way is up, which way is down? Your intuition will always tell you. Your true intuition. That's the best thing to listen to. And also 10, you guys, the date today is 10/8/2020, right? 10 represents a painful ending in tarot. The number 10 represents a painful ending with certain suits. Every time I see the number 10, that's the message I get. Okay? Look at this. A painful ending, rock bottom. Which way is up, which way is down? The number 8, to me, when I see it, means walking away. And then 20, the 20th card in tarot is the Judgment card, awakening. So put that together and you get a painful ending, time to walk away. It's time to awaken, right? It's time to realize where you need to go to not be in this energy anymore. Cutting off the things in your life that have you feeling like you're trapped, like here, right? Putting out your antenna to attract your people on the similar energy frequency to you, your soul family, and follow your intuition. Awakening. Okay? Collectively. collectively. All right, let's get 2 more. Here we go. Listening and flying. I love these cards. So listening, you think of the elephant. It's a very wise creature, right? An elephant never forgets, they say. This particular elephant is listening to music. There's music notes here, but its mind is being grounded, right? It's a very grounded, and green represents like healing, particularly of the heart space. So how perfect is this that this card came out? An elephant, strong, right? It's like a magnificent creature, healing. And also listening. You're getting messages from the universe about this process. You're getting messages from the universe, okay? And you also may be hearing messages through songs as well, all right? So be grounded, but elevate your mindset and pay attention to the messages that you're receiving from the universe. That is what is going to cause this when you heal the heart space. Flying, no attachments. When nothing that you own owns you, and you're not holding on to ish from the past, keeping you in a state of fear or ego-based thoughts, this is the feeling. This is the feeling. Look at this. Is this a unicorn? No. It's a carousel horse. I just noticed that for the first time. I've used this deck so many freaking times, and I just noticed this is a horse that got off the carousel and has these butterfly wings. How perfect is that? For my last 2 readings, I've been talking a lot about the carousel of karma and a lot about butterflies and freeing yourself from attachment. This is literally the feeling that, it's not a feeling that you can put into words, but visually, this is it, guys. Look at the number on the deck, or on the card. 20, awakening, judgment, right? You guys, you can't make this shit up. You really can't, okay? Look at the number on this card. 10. 5 and 3, 8. 20. 10, 8, 20. I specifically was talking about those numbers in my intro before I pulled these cards. Okay, and then balancing act, 11. So this is pretty similar to the scales, like the Justice card. Do you see how there's a lot of air energy? And the Justice card represents Libra, which is air, and which is a balancing act, right? Balance. We're in Libra season. And 11, right? 11, the 4 of Wands, right? Look at this card. Okay? This is an incredible reading. Every time I'm just blown away at the messages from the divine that come out. Okay. Before I clarify with tarot, I want to pull some spirit animal oracle cards just because, why not? I really like spirit animal. That's this deck. Okay. So we have here, when I cut stag spirit, take the lead. Okay. And then also, and 5 and 8, the number 13, transformation. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race, turtle spirit, 62, 8. So how do you take the lead and also be slow and steady? By being strong and grounded and listening to the messages from the universe. This is the key. Healing that heart space. See how there's green and yellow? So it's like the heart space chakra and also the solar plexus, right? Solar plexus chakra, yellow, green. Healing that. Being grounded, being strong, being wise, listening to the messages. It is a balancing act. It definitely is. It's tricky, but it's completely possible, and it just takes practice. Just listen to your internal compass. That's your best guide. All right. You've got to be kidding me. This is not coincidence. This is not coincidence, okay? Nothing in tarot is coincidence. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Learn from the past. Don't stuff it down. Don't erase it. It's not going to be the elephant sitting in the room, okay? Deal with it so that you can work through it and move forward so it doesn't keep you here, rock bottom, and you can feel like this. This is a very clear message and completely in line with what I was talking about, okay? I mean, you guys, look at the size of this deck. Statistically, this card coming out, backing this up, is very unlikely. This is a very clear message, okay? Listening and learn from the past, all right? All right, Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. That is very accurate. Things are moving quickly. Okay, movement forward, rabbits are quick, and luck is on your side. The astrological events are supporting this right now. Whale Spirit, trust the great mystery. Sometimes it requires that deep dive, right? Sometimes it requires that deep dive. Rock bottom, Whale Spirit. This is the card that this is clarifying, and the whale is going down. Sometimes to go up, you have to go further within in order to go up. To deal with things that you haven't yet dealt with. It doesn't help to just forget about it or stuff it down or suppress it. It's always going to be like this in your subconscious until it's dealt with. That's exactly what this is clarifying. And this is what the astrological events are supporting right now. You're being guided to do this, Compass. You have luck on your side. You're being guided to do this. Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. Dragonflies, usually when you see one in life, it is also similar to seeing a butterfly, the same kind of signs from the universe, okay? It's like a transformative process. And it has to do with freeing yourself from attachments and listening. So truth transcends illusion. Yeah, definitely. Sometimes the truth can be painful, you guys, but I think living in denial is even more painful because it consistently causes this, consistently, if it's not dealt with. You'll always end up back here unless you start being honest with yourself and listening to the messages that the universe is telling you, okay? And then flying, Stag Spirit, take the lead, came out again. You are the only one that has the power to do this for yourself. No one else can do it for you. It is a completely individualized process. You can be guided. You can choose to listen to the messages that you're receiving or not. It's your choice. All right. Also, filter everything you hear, but ultimately you will know what is best for you. But it also helps to be aware of patterns that you see in your life, not being in denial, and taking the lead in your own life, being the leader in your own life for your own healing, and releasing yourself from attachments. Okay? Very, very powerful message today, you guys. And I also like how we have the whale next to the dragonfly, because that's exactly what I was talking about. Not necessarily with these two animals, but the flap of a butterfly's wings and how it can cause such a massive, it's very powerful, even just the slightest change. Chaos theory, right? Chaos theory. Okay. So let's clarify with tarot. Seven of Wands. Do you see how we all have light and shadow side, okay? It's the yin yang. Do you see how she is using all of her strength to hold this out, right? What she doesn't understand is that all she has to do is let go. It's acceptance, it's surrender, it's rising above to become this, which is what she's trying to protect, right? She's trying to protect that. It's a surrender, it's an acceptance that yes, these things have to be dealt with so you don't keep ending up back here. And temperance, the divine. The divine. This is about balance also, and this is also about divine timing. The interesting thing about the 5D, you guys, is that time does not exist, okay? Divine timing is tricky because it's when you're ready. That's divine timing. When you're ready, that's when you will be gifted. That's when divine timing will take place. When you're ready, all right? Okay, that one wanted to come out. King of Muse of Voices in this deck. King of Swords. King of Swords. Truth, clarity, cutting off anything that is not in alignment with your movement forward. Cutting out things that are like the elephant in the room by dealing with it. Looking at it honestly. With clarity, not self-disillusionment, which sometimes we do accidentally, right? Or unintentionally, I should say. It's easier to kind of try to go like this. Okay. And again, the swords represent air, you guys, and butterflies, okay? Because we got the overall energy at the bottom of the map oracle as balancing act, which is like the Justice card. Libra is an air sign, and then King of Swords, air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, okay? Which is funny because it's under a lot of earth cards, like the ostrich and the elephant, very earthy cards, grounded. So it's a balance of between those two, right? All right, compass. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Compass. Look at how similar these two cards are, right? In terms of the compass and her. It's very similar. It's, if you look behind her, she's walking away from like all this chaos, right? If you look at her, she's walking away with determination. Following her internal compass. Following her internal compass. Knight of Wands can represent planning and strategizing for forward movement, right? Following your internal compass. And also, these two cards are very similar too, in terms of their color schemes. I mean, almost identical in terms of their color schemes. And now is a lucky time, right? For forward movement. 10, 8, 20. Walking away from painful endings and walking away towards awakening, judgment. All right, rock bottom. Whoa, okay. And this one has been peeking out. Okay, yep. Sorry, I'm taking all of those because that's my message. Okay. So that stuff just doesn't happen accidentally, you guys. That happens for a reason. Okay. So here we have, look at this, you guys. This is so freaking crazy. This one popped out of the deck. Did you see that? 2 of Swords. Look at the 2 paths. Look at the 2 paths that are opening up. 2 paths, a crossroads, an indecision, a stalemate. This card popped out to clarify this. It's time to choose. It's time to choose, okay? which way you want to go. Think about today's date and what I was talking about with what those numbers represent. These are the two paths. That's been coming up a lot in the last couple of readings. Clarified perfectly. Perfectly. Trust the great mystery. That whatever path you choose will be the one that you needed to take at that time. The butterfly effect, right? Sometimes there's still things that need to be learned, and the wrong path is the right path. I know that's confusing, but it's for a reason. Trust the great mystery. It's for a reason. All right, and this is what I've been talking about the whole freaking reading. Okay, awakening. This is the judgment card in this deck. Look where the light is coming from in this card of awakening. It's not coming from the mind, you guys. It's coming from the heart space. And it is right under exactly what I was talking about with this green, yellow healing of the heart space and the solar plexus chakra. Awakening, judgment, 2020, year of clear vision, 20th card in the tarot deck. Listen to the messages you're getting, okay? And truth transcends illusion. How perfect is this image for this message on the dragonfly card? This card says truth transcends illusion. Look at that. See where truth comes from? And then we have walking away, 8 of Cups, exactly what I was talking about. Walking away, all right, towards 2 of Cups, unconditional love. Unconditional love, pure love, not conditional love. Divine soulmate, elite soulmate connection. Walking away. The story behind the 8 of Cups card is that in Tarot, 10 of Cups is complete emotional fulfillment. This person is not settling for 8 cups because cups represent emotion in tarot. This person is not settling for 8 cups. They're going for that 10 cups. Here's the other 2. Here's the other 2. How more clear could this be? Walking away, cutting out anything that's not built in truth, clarity, okay? For unconditional love. That's what this is all about, for self and with others. Look at that. Incredible messages today, you guys. Very specific to what I was talking about in the downloads I've been getting. And then Queen of Inspiration, Queen of Wands. So this is a very fiery card full of passion. She's very, the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Inspiration is very creative, passionate, energetic, charismatic. Just the Queen of Inspiration. I mean, how more clear could it be, right? And in my last collective reading, I was talking a lot about that fiery energy and pursuing your passions, your inspirations right now. That's what she embodies. That's what she embodies. Okay? All right. So that was amazing. Let me pull a couple affirmators because they're fun. Wow, you guys, this reading today was impeccable. I'm writing a new story. I'm writing a new story. I wrote this on this regular deck of cards on the Joker because it represents the Fool, which is the 0 card in the deck. A carefree start of a new journey, the next chapter of your life. I'm writing a new story. I don't want to keep ending up back here, right? Not knowing which way is up, which way is down. I'm going to trust the messages that I'm receiving from the universe and be awakened to the fact that all of your true internal compass comes from your heart space, and walk away with truth and clarity. Anything that is not serving your highest good anymore and not built in unconditional love. Facts, right? That was my intro. So yeah, I'm writing a new story. Love without insecurities, because the insecurities come from our brain, right? It has nothing to do with this awakening, judgment. It has nothing to do with that. This is where true love comes from, unconditional love. The brain interferes with this. Love without insecurities. That's what this is. Look how free they are. Look how free they are. With self, and that's when you can have that in your relationships. Once you have that within self. Look at this. A lot of air and water and earth also, but it's that balance of that light, airy energy and those deep emotions, that water energy. I am loyal to my dreams and aspirations. Abso-freaking-lutely. That's what this is. I'm loyal to my dreams and aspirations. I'm loyal to my dreams and aspirations. Queen of Inspiration, Queen of Wands. Stag Spirit, take the lead of your life. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's amazing. All right, so that's what the Divine had to say today. So I hope it helped you guys in some way. And I've loved chatting with all of you guys again and just connecting with all of you. And thank you all for sharing your stories and liking and sharing my messages. That's my goal, is to get the messages out to people that it can help. Okay. I will talk to you next time. Bye.